Regrets, no regrets.
No regrets, but lessons, understood the lessons that I had to go through in my life.
You know what I mean? No regrets. No regrets, just lessons. That's how she has always framed her life. She has openly admitted she isn't perfect, that she's a work in progress, but she refuses to let herself be emotionally controlled or defined by past mistakes. That mindset has followed her throughout her career through triumphs and scandals alike. Now her name is surfacing again, and this time it's connected to one of the most disturbing criminal cases in modern history. As additional documents related to Jeffrey Epstein continue to circulate publicly, the internet has once again erupted over the powerful figures whose names appear in connection with him. Among those names is Naomi Campbell, the internationally recognized supermodel and cultural icon. But this renewed attention isn't just about casual social connections from the past. Online speculation has escalated into far more serious territory. Campbell has publicly condemned Epstein's crimes, calling them indefensible, and saying she was disgusted when she learned the details, echoing the reaction many people had. Still, speculation continues to swirl. Rumors circulating online claim that federal authorities may possess tapes or evidence suggesting deeper involvement by certain high-profile individuals, though none of these claims have been officially confirmed. In Naomi's case, some online commentators allege she may have introduced young aspiring models into elite social circles that overlapped with Epstein's network. These allegations remain unproven, but they have fueled intense debate across social media platforms. To understand why emotions run so high, it's important to revisit the broader Epstein case itself. Jeffrey Epstein began his professional life as a math and physics teacher at a private school before transitioning into finance. Over time, he cultivated relationships with billionaires, politicians, celebrities, academics, and even members of royalty. Despite mounting allegations for years, Epstein secured a highly controversial plea deal in 2008 that resulted in just 13 months in jail, a sentence many critics viewed as extraordinarily lenient given the gravity of the accusations. For years after that deal, more women came forward, many alleging they had been minors when the abuse occurred. It wasn't until 2019 that Epstein was arrested again on federal charges related to sex trafficking of minors. Before he could stand trial, he was found dead in his Manhattan jail cell, a death officially ruled a suicide but one that sparked widespread skepticism and conspiracy theories. His passing did not bring closure. Instead, it intensified scrutiny of everyone who had been part of his social orbit. The release of court documents and flight logs in subsequent years reignited public interest. Names of prominent individuals appeared in various records, prompting renewed investigation by journalists and armchair detectives alike. It is within this context that Naomi Campbell's name resurfaced. She has acknowledged knowing Epstein socially and has stated she was unaware of his crimes at the time of their association. However, critics argue that proximity to such a figure inevitably invites questions. Complicating matters are long-standing rumors about elite yacht culture, billionaire gatherings, and exclusive social circles in which high-profile models and wealthy businessmen often mingle. For years, anonymous gossip forums and blind item websites have made unverified claims portraying Campbell as a powerful connector within these circles. Some online commentators have even labeled her a so-called yacht madam, alleging she facilitated introductions between wealthy men and aspiring models. These accusations have never been substantiated with evidence, but in the current climate, old rumors are being revisited and amplified. Additional speculation has centered around property she owns in Kenya, though again, no official findings or charges have been tied to those claims. The problem in the court of public opinion is that once a narrative takes hold, even unverified allegations can gain traction simply through repetition. It is also true that Naomi Campbell's public record includes past legal troubles unrelated to Epstein. During the early 2000s, she faced multiple assault cases involving former employees and others. She pleaded guilty or accepted responsibility in several instances, including cases involving an assistant, a photographer, airline personnel, and police officers. These incidents established a reputation for volatility that critics now cite as part of a broader pattern of questionable behavior. However, none of those cases had any connection to trafficking or Epstein's crimes. Another name that frequently arises in online discussions is Sean Diddy Combs. Campbell and Combs were known to be close friends for years, occasionally sparking dating rumors before describing their relationship as familial. In light of separate allegations that have recently surrounded Combs, internet commentators have begun re-examining connections within overlapping celebrity circles. Some speculate about whether elite networks in entertainment and finance were more interconnected than they appeared publicly. These theories remain speculative and unproven, but they continue to circulate widely. Flight logs from Epstein's private jet have become a focal point of public scrutiny. Campbell's name reportedly appears multiple times in those logs, as do the names of many other public figures. Being listed on a flight log indicates travel, but does not by itself establish knowledge of or participation in criminal activity. Nonetheless, for many observers, repeated appearances raise suspicion. Emails released in court documents have also drawn attention. Some communications show Campbell and Epstein exchanging messages about meeting or speaking. The content of these emails, as publicly reported, does not contain explicit evidence of wrongdoing, but critics argue that even routine correspondence demonstrates a closer association than some had assumed. Online discussions have gone even further, with unverified claims suggesting that authorities may possess unreleased footage connected to Epstein's island and various guests. There has been no official confirmation of such tapes involving Campbell, yet the rumors persist. Social media commentary often blurs the line between documented fact and conjecture, making it difficult for the public to separate confirmed information from speculation. Observers have also noted that Campbell has limited comments on her social media accounts and appears to travel frequently. Some interpret this as an attempt to avoid public backlash or media scrutiny. Others argue that international travel is a normal part of her profession and lifestyle. Without concrete evidence of wrongdoing or legal action, these interpretations remain subjective. As of now, Naomi Campbell has not been charged with any crime related to Epstein. No official authority has announced an investigation targeting her specifically. Still, the power of association in high-profile scandals can be immense. In cases involving wealthy and influential individuals, the public often assumes that hidden truths remain concealed behind layers of privilege and protection. The Epstein case continues to cast a long shadow over anyone who had social ties to him. For some, that association alone is enough to provoke suspicion. For others, the absence of formal charges or proven evidence warrants restraint in judgment. The tension between accountability and presumption of innocence plays out in real time across social media platforms. At the center of this controversy is a fundamental question about responsibility within elite networks. How much should individuals be expected to know about the private conduct of those in their social circles? When does proximity imply complicity, and when is it simply coincidence? These are difficult questions without easy answers. Naomi Campbell's legacy as a groundbreaking supermodel and cultural figure is undeniable. Yet in the age of digital scrutiny, even decades-old connections can resurface and reshape public perception overnight. Whether she is simply another high-profile acquaintance of Epstein who is unaware of his crimes, or whether further information will emerge remains to be seen. For now, what exists publicly are documents showing social interaction, travel records listing her name, past legal issues unrelated to trafficking, and a wave of speculation amplified online. What does not exist are confirmed criminal charges against her in relation to Epstein. The broader lesson from this unfolding saga may be about the complexity of guilt by association in an era where information spreads instantly and narratives solidify quickly. Public opinion can move faster than formal investigations, and reputations can be reshaped long before courts weigh in. So the debate continues. Is she simply a global celebrity whose social circle happened to intersect with a criminal mastermind? Or is there more to the story that is yet to come to light? Until verified facts emerge, the situation remains a mixture of documented connections, historical controversy, and ongoing speculation.